What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Wednesday. Merv, sit up. Sit up. We did not plan this red, y'all.
Y'all know how the fuck that happened.
We did not plan the red. What's up? Let
Shit.
me hold on. Let me get like you. Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Let me get like you. We're gonna be like
You
Beetlejuice.
must have got a high chair or something. Like I don't know why the hell
No, no. I'm gonna sit
like
just
you
like this
7
all
feet
night.
tall and shit.
This is how I'm sitting all night, just like this. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Guys Podcast. I'm your girl Becca. That's Merv. We are back in the
No,
building.
I'm your nigga Merv.
Okay. Um, I'm the northerner with the with the accent.
I don't know what the fuck I am.
That's so crazy. Just little sidebar, y'all. Someone was watching the pod and they described me to someone else as the lady with the northern accent.
I mean, you got a fucking northern accent.
Yeah, but it sounds very slavery. The lady with the
Oh,
northern
shut the
accent.
hell. Cut it out. Cut it out. Stop.
The northerner.
Stop.
The northerner.
You
I'm
can tell
surprised
when
they
you
didn't
can
say
tell
the
when a
lady that sounds
motherfucker.
like a man.
You can tell when motherfuckers from up top, yo. You be like, yo, where you from? You sound like you from up top and shit.
But you definitely sound like you from the bottom.
Yep. Low
Yeah,
bottom.
you sound real geeky. Can you? I feel so much taller. I don't understand why I feel so much
What?
taller than you.
I'm definitely a country boy.
Yeah, you sound like one. So, what's up, everybody? It's your northerner
Let me
and your
show you how.
southerner back
Let
here
me
with
show you.
y'all on a Wednesday.
Let me show you how country I am. Can of peaches. I mean pears.
To the face,
What?
to the face. You gonna eat it just out the can?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That that lining in the can. You just gonna take it to the face. All right.
What?
Nothing. You good? Do you? That is some southern stuff though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's why I ain't pulling no goddamn sardines on your ass.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That is some southern stuff right there. I'm surprised you ain't pull out no Vienna sausages.
I feel like I've graduated from that.
Let me upgrade you. So what's going on, Mr. Merv? What's your week like? How's your Wednesday going so far? Happy Hump Day.
Y'all, listen, y'all. I had I didn't do shit for how's it 4th of July, but you did any fucking thing for 4th of July?
Not a thing. Not a thing. We did go to see some fireworks and we left the house like about 8 something and we went somewhere local and it was pretty good, you know. But that's about it. I was at home literally on my couch all day. Every time
Listen,
I have nothing planned, I think that I'm going to be home and be productive and actually like clean some stuff up and wash some extra clothes and kind of fix this up, organize this, and it don't ever work out. I always end up sitting on the couch watching food shows all day.
food shows.
Food I love um guys grocery games. I love Chopped. I love Cutthroat Kitchen. I love Iron Chef. I love Tournament of Champions. All the cooking shows. I watch all of them. Every single one.
Can you cook?
Yes. My husband does the majority of the cooking though, but I can't cook. I did eat before I met him, so yeah, I can cook.
Oh, if you only cook for your daughter, that don't count because kids eat anything their parents make.
Yeah, but I still got to eat for me. I like I didn't make her cookies. Like I still ate for me. Yeah, steak, chicken, rice, beans, vegetables, pizza. Yeah. But Jasmine's at that stage where she's picky, so she'll eat pizza for 2 months straight, and then all of a sudden talk about, I don't like pizza no more. Of course not.
So I didn't do shit for 4th of July because July 3rd, shit. That was a goddamn experience.
Oh man, what happened?
So I went to I went to a house party. Not a house party. It's kind of like a 4th of July kind of celebration. One of the homeboys got a house in Lake Murray, nice house and shit. Nice pool
Okay.
is on the lake, and he got landscape around the lake. I mean, around the pool. So he got an odd shaped pool, it's like squares and shit. It's like a dentures. It's not like the normal symmetrical pool
Mm-hmm.
where it's like a circle or squares. Not like that. Or
Okay.
it's like open space. It's like he got landscaping around his pool and shit. Um, nice house and shit. So I'm walking past one of the landscapes, and I made a right turn, thinking, there's more ground landscape. Yo, my ass fell straight in the fucking pool. I fully fucking closed. Like I had on a fedora, I had on my shades, I had on like close wide boots, I had on my goddamn my wallet, my cell phone, and I went to step thinking it was land, more land and shit, and my foot just kept going further and further and further down. Not even a fucking step. I missed the whole goddamn step. I fell straight into the fucking 5 foot part of the fucking pool.
In front of everybody?
My fucking hat is floating across the goddamn pool. My goddamn shades is
Oh my
off.
gosh.
Bracelet is off. And this nigga, one of the niggas like, shit, I thought you did that shit on purpose till I saw you had your shoes on. The next thing, my goddamn shoes floating out the goddamn water.
Oh my, did anybody catch that on film?
No, that shit went viral. Phone
Oh my God, I would have loved to
phone
see
fucked
that.
up. I had my phone in rice for 2 straight fucking days. Pull it out the day, that shit wasn't even charged.
Oh man.
So yeah,
You know what? Normally, if your phone gets in water, it's safe as long as you take it out and put it in rice. But I think maybe the chlorine might have messed your phone up
and plus I had a couple of cracks in the screen where the water was easier to
to
get
get
in.
in.
Yeah.
Why do y'all people do that? When the screen is cracked, get a new phone. I see people with their phone the screen so cracked that it looks like a marble design, like marble, like it's a pattern. Like it's so cracked on like just get a new screen.
Now my shit was like that. My shit was just in the corner.
Yo, you always eating. So now you got to get a new phone.
Yeah.
Damn.
I've been using my fucking iPad for the last some Sunday.
That'll learn you to stop trying to be fly everywhere and pay attention to where you're putting your foot. You gotta find somewhere to put your foot.
So I'm either Facebook Messenger motherfuckers or um I got if somebody got an iPhone, I could text them because my iPad do the little iMessage and shit.
It's iMessages, yep.
Yeah. But I did find an app to download on my phone. I mean on
Uh-huh.
my iPad where I can text and make phone calls using Wi-Fi.
Oh, I think I know the name. It's a few apps like that.
Yeah, the one I use is Talkathon.
Okay, there's a few apps that's like that where you can text and make do Wi-Fi calls. But the regular phones they have that option already on the phone to do Wi-Fi calls.
Yeah.
But yeah, damn, Merv, yikes!
So yeah, I go tomorrow. So I could damn find a phone. I got insurance though.
You got to pay a deductible, don't you?
Ugh.
And
I'm like,
most of the time, the deductible is 500 or 300.
I'm eligible for upgrade.
They're not gonna take your watery, cracked ass phone and give you no credit for that. They not. They not.
You such a fucking mood killer. Such a fucking mood killer.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be
I'll get a
positive.
goddamn, I'll get a goddamn used phone first.
You should have just go ahead and got you a little cheap phone from Walmart. Well, who you with?
T-Mobile, Sprint.
Oh, okay, this is your perfect time to leave their ass and go to somewhere else, Verizon or somewhere else.
Fuck Verizon. Verizon is so fucking. Y'all really drink that fucking Verizon Kool-Aid just be
Yeah,
with
it tastes
just
good.
just so y'all can say I'm part of the in crowd. Ain't that what y'all call yourselves? I'm part of the in
Oh,
shit.
I don't know. I don't know. I've had Verizon for a while. My husband had T-Mobile, Sprint, and then we ended up getting phones together. So he's on Verizon now. But he
Nah,
had to
fuck
leave.
Verizon.
He had to leave Sprint. Sprint is horrible.
If you live in a goddamn city, you are fucking getting raped by Verizon. Verizon is only good if you live in the fucking woods.
No, I've been to the
Yeah,
woods with my phone. 5G, it don't work
with Verizon.
with Verizon. I went to Raleigh last weekend. Oh well, the weekend before that. And yeah, the service was horrible in the woods. Nah, and it was five, and I got 5G.
Oh, that's even worse. Get see, but you're paying an extra $200 just to have Verizon. You're paying more than any other fucking cell phone company just to say you got Verizon.
Yeah, but it's got to be better than T-Mobile.
If you live in the city, if both of us live in the city, it's not.
Well, you know where I live. I'm at just the city.
Exactly. So you can really go to any other cell phone company and have the same fucking coverage.
Honestly, I would like to just pay my phone off and do prepaid, $50 a month,
You better go Boost Mobile.
or Walmart mobile.
Mm,
Maybe not Boost, but I'll probably do Family Mobile or Walmart mobile or somebody.
yeah. And then your
Yeah.
shit won't be working inside your fucking bathroom. I'm good on that. I'm good on that shit.
You're
Nah.
an idiot. Anyway, let's get to these topics. This is gonna be a short one today. Let's start with some good news. Rihanna is now the youngest self-made billionaire in America. Youngest,
I thought she'd been a billionaire.
yeah, but she's the youngest self-made billionaire. So she's been a billionaire, and there are other billionaires, but she's self-made and also happens to be the youngest. I thought Kylie Jenner was a young self-made billionaire too, but I'm guessing, and I know Kylie is younger than Rihanna, but that's what the word on the curb is that Rihanna is now the youngest, and she's 34. I want to say,
Mm, off that makeup shit, right?
yeah, off the makeup and the Fenty, yeah, because I think the main thing is that she's self-made, right? So it's not like she came into money like Northwest or Blue Ivy would, right? Or she didn't inherit any money or anything like that. She pretty much built it on her own, and she's the youngest self-made billionaire. And it was from Fenty. It wasn't from music. That's why she
Oh
ain't
yeah,
giving us no damn music.
oh yeah, of course.
They
Same
ain't
thing
She
with
ain't giving us no more music.
same thing with Jay Z, and same thing with all other uh music billionaires. Can't make that shit just off music.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has ever made money like that, billions from music, except the CEOs of the record labels. They're billionaires from music, but from everybody else, music, they the ones that make all the money.
Yeah, the average billionaire, I think they said average billionaire got six different streams of income.
Mm. Could you imagine $1 billion? Like looking at your bank account, $1 billion. Damn.
Yeah, ASAP Rocky better not fuck up. Motherfuckers waiting, but then he got
Listen,
her pregnant, so he good.
you talk about caught a lick.
Yeah,
ASAP Rocky caught a
yeah,
lick.
shit,
ASAP caught a lick. It is he yeah.
yeah. Listen, if Rihanna pussy good, that nigga blessed.
Well, she said sex with her is so amazing.
That's a song though.
Yeah,
That's a goddamn song. I
yeah,
need
that's
somebody
what
to
she
confirm. I need
said.
somebody to confirm. Drake, how was it? Drake, let a nigga know.
I actually like them two together.
With Drake and Rihanna?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But
That,
I already know it would have been all kind of blood clots and pussy holes. As soon as Drake did his little mess, she would have been back on him like nah. She definitely would have beat him up.
let ASAP Rocky fuck up. Drake gonna slide right in.
Nah. Rihanna ain't going back to Drake. Nah, I don't see it at all.
She damn sure going shit. She gonna go to somebody with at least half her goddamn money.
Okay, so who would that be?
I just had Drake. What the fuck you mean?
No, not Drake. Somebody else.
So if Rihanna breaking with ASAP Rocky, I think the number one candidate is Drake. Who's your number one candidate?
Not Drake. I honestly don't see her really with nobody. I don't see her with nobody, to be honest with you. But I
Shit.
guess
Listen, she's with ASAP Rocky right now officially, and I still see her more with Drake than I see her with ASAP Rocky. I don't know how fuck ASAP Rocky pull that shit off. That nigga must eat hella pussy.
what does that have to do with anything?
What do you mean? What you mean?
Drake down in the valley where the girls get naked.
Shit.
That's funny. Nah, I don't see. Well, I guess I mean to be honest with you, I really didn't even see it with ASAP. I don't
That's
see the
what I just said.
I don't really see the connection. But supposedly that's what she likes.
So now you agree with me. ASAP Rocky must have ate hella pussy.
Maybe he treats her nice. Merv. Maybe he's kind and gentle and respectful and doesn't mind her being the one to shine and gives her flowers and maybe he's they have good conversation.
With the name ASAP Rocky?
She feels safe around him. He's respected,
With the name ASAP Rocky?
Yeah. Like Rocky Balboa.
Yo, there's no way you hear a motherfucker named ASAP Rocky and none of them fucking thoughts come to mind when you hear that shit, yo.
I don't understand none of these rappers' name anyway. The dub YNF, ASAP, Y something something. Like all of these rappers got the 3 letters in front of their names. I don't
Oh,
understand.
like the wifing?
I have no. I don't.
YFN shit, YFN.
YFW.
Everybody's fucking little. What? Little
Everybody's a
baby?
little. I don't
Like, they
get
need
it.
to drop the little shit. I thought Lil Bow Wow would be the last motherfucker. And he even dropped that shit. He call him Bow Wow now.
Yeah, and Lil Romeo, but we have Lil TJ. He's a grown man.
Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi.
Lil Boosie. No.
Well, Boosie cut his shit off.
So wait, it's still Lil Yachty?
I think still Lil Yachty.
It's not just yeah, that's true. I never hear nobody say Yachty. Just plain Yachty. Damn. I don't know. Well, congrats to Rihanna. I just need a cool couple 100,000. She won't even miss it. Just send it on over to me.
What the fuck she having that baby? She had that damn baby yet?
Yeah, she been had the baby.
Oh, for
That
real?
baby 2 years old right now.
No, the fuck is not.
Nah, that baby is probably 2
2 months.
months. Probably about 2 months, yeah. Yeah, she had the baby. Then she was spotted in France. She gained a lot of weight. Yikes.
I mean, she was pregnant. And
No,
she had big
she's
ass
not
stomach.
pregnant no more. She still got the weight.
She got a baby weight.
She thicker than a Snicker. Yep.
But she worth $1 billion. It's okay.
She can go ahead and get that body fixed. It ain't nothing.
Motherfuckers don't give a fuck no more. She's a billionaire. You know how many motherfuckers line up the fuck Oprah?
Well, I mean, if they can get past her feet. Even Stedman ain't in a house like that. Stedman's so tall, he probably wouldn't even see her feet. But if he did,
Yeah. Ain't nobody get nobody give a fuck about them fees. She's a billionaire.
Now her feet look like this.
Yeah.
Her toes is this way.
But the money is like this.
But the money is
But the money's straight.
straight. It's up
The
and it's
money's straight.
straight.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, pretty much. All
And
right,
what Jay Z said?
What?
Is it what the fuck he said? I'm can't be ugly. I'm a billionaire. Fucking, I'm cute or some shit.
Yeah. He said, yeah, yeah. I've seen ugly billionaires, but okay. I guess he said, "Fuck it, I'm cute" because he's a billionaire. Beyonce likes it, so we ain't got.
No, they do like it.
Yeah,
When the fuck Beyonce and Jay? When you think Beyonce and Jay Z actually first started fucking?
Probably right before Destiny's Child broke up. They were together. They've been together for almost 20 years. They've been together for a minute. We didn't find out until years. When we found out, they had already been married a few years. They had been together a few years before they got married. So I want to say, because they got married in 04, April 4th of 04. So.
Hold on, Jay Z and Beyonce got married 2004?
Yeah. I want to say that. Hold on.
Jay Z and Beyonce got married in 2004?
Yeah. They've been married for a minute. 2008.
So,
sorry, 2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
they've been together more than 20 years.
When did the song "Upgrade You" come out? Let me upgrade you.
Hold on.
Was that 2000? That was around 2007.
That was 2006.
2006.
Mm-hmm.
So that dropped 2006, and they got married in 2008.
Yeah, and they've been together. They were together a few years. So they were together when she debuted her first album. So her first album came out. Oh man. Well, let me find out what year it first came out. Her album came out 2001. Wait, no. 2001 was Destiny's Child last album. 2003, her album came out. So they've been together. They were together during her first album.
Was they together or they were just fucking at that point?
No, they were a couple. They were
a couple when that dropped?
Yeah.
Damn.
But if you listen to their music, they've been talking about each other in their music the whole time. That's why Jay-Z was like, "Get your independent ass out of here." Question. He was talking about her.
Okay.
They even broke up for a little bit and got back together. Yeah, we don't realize it because they don't really give a lot of their business. But Jay-Z and Beyonce have been together for a very long time. Over 20 years.
I wonder what Jay-Z line was when he hollered. Like, how the fuck he hollered at her? What did he say? What did he do?
Well, when they first got together, they were both hot. So when he hollered at her, he was hot. It was big pimping and spending G's. Like he was a hot commodity, and so was she. So I'm sure they probably had little googly eyes at a party and continue talking. But if you go back and listen to like some of their music and in some interviews and stuff, you could just tell that when Jay-Z met Beyonce was not impressed. She liked him, but she was just like, I'm focused on my music. Like I'm not really you know, you're right and all that.
Yeah, so the song Lost Ones was about Beyonce.
Yes.
I remember that.
And that's on
Kingdom Come.
Okay, yeah. So he talked about, that she, you know, what she prefers her career. So yeah, Jay-Z was talking about how he was really wanting her, and they were in a relationship, but they realized that she was too busy and she was not trying to really rock with him like that. But he loved her and was like, damn, like I gotta deal with the fact that she wants her music more than me. Ain't that crazy?
So you know what? Now I'm wondering, like, okay. So I wonder how ASAP Rocky hollered at Rihanna.
Hold on, let me see if the Googles tell me anything. Because they got together and broke up and then got back together too.
Because we've seen Notorious, so we know how big he got Lil Kim. We know how big he got Faith. The nigga was just, his personality was crazy. Nigga was hella funny and shit. So that's how he got them. We saw how he got them. I would love to see how artists that's got women that's upgrade that's that upgrade their ass.
Okay, so they met at the 2012 Video Music Awards. He was featured on a remix of her song "Cockiness," and then that's when they started dating. He grabbed he grabbed her behind on stage, and that was not part of the rehearsal.
Oh.
But instead of getting upset, she gave him a pass. Like, what you doing? He was like,
Oh.
Whatever.
Okay. So that tells you, hey niggas, that's tell you right there. If you grab a girl last and she get mad, she just don't like you.
Please don't do that. Don't listen to Murray, y'all.
Listen, that's a sure way to find out she like you. If you grab a girl last and she give you a pass, listen, you could be like ASAP Rocky.
You sound very 45 right now.
Listen, ASAP Rocky is about to marry a billionaire.
These dudes out here are not ASAP Rocky. Do not give them this advice to grab nobody by the butt. They will definitely get sliced in their throat. Okay?
If they don't get sliced,
no.
If they don't get sliced, there's a chance.
They still won't get the Twizzard. Don't listen to Murr. Wait.
Hey, listen.
Don't
hey,
listen
y'all.
to Murr.
ASAP Rocky is just got a baby with a billionaire for
Mute
grabbing
Merv.
ass.
Mute Merv.
Where's Rico when you need him?
Huh? I know, right? Facebook acting up. Y'all, let me tell you something. One of these days, I've been saying it for so long, but one of these days we are going to do a show called Pod It Ain't Easy, but it's fun. And we are going to go through all the different things it takes to actually get on here in front of this camera and talk to y'all.
And consistently, week to week.
Consistently on a week 3 times a week. It is not easy. So one of these days we will talk about podding ain't fun, but ain't easy, but it's fun. Because
I think we make this shit look a lot easier than what the fuck it is.
Absolutely. Some days people just don't be feeling it.
What? Who the fuck you telling?
Personal lives.
Listen, you know how many times I've been in this motherfucking 5 minutes before the part, like right before the part, I'm like, yo, Becca, we're gonna make this a short one, okay? 45 minutes and we out. 2 hours later, laughing and goddamn all in this shit, all in the topic and just going, yo. Yeah. When we get to fucking talking about some shit we goddamn passionate about, are we like?
Even today, we had a whole different topic, and literally at 7:55, we changed the topic.
Scratch that motherfucker. You scratch a motherfucker.
You just gotta be on the fly. Yeah. Even yesterday, I was not planning on being on the pod last night, but I seen Tay-Son. I was like, oh my God, I had to run and
plane crash.
It's so
crazy. Hey, listen, Becca was the parachute. Because Tay-Son had to jump, Tay-Son had to eject.
He pulled that string and I was on his back like this. In the air. like this.
Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
you just don't be realizing.
Like the topic we had today was I forgot her Hawaii something Hawaii
Hiawatha.
Hawaii Watha. I don't know what the fuck that means. It was his topic, but he caught COVID. He was diagnosed with COVID today, so he couldn't do the, he couldn't jump on. And the topic we're going to talk about need to be more than just two people. It really need to be four. We get with three people, really need to be
Hey,
four
Tia.
people.
Yeah,
What up,
so
what up, moi? Moi. That what that
moi,
means? Moi?
Tina B, this is me. Look at me, I'm
Is that what
Tina
MEA means? Moi?
B.
That's like a kiss, right? Moi, Tina B.
No, it's like
Well,
it means
moi.
your makeup artist.
No,
Makeup
that
artist.
is moi.
Okay. It could mean that too. But
Look,
it's
moi. That's what the fuck that
MUA
means.
means makeup artist. Tina B, this is me. That's
I
what
think
that
that
means.
should mean moi, Tina B. This is me. Like she's blowing kisses at people and she's spelling this shit out.
Makeup artist.
Don't correct me in front of people.
Don't correct me in front of family.
Hey, we
funny.
just on this motherfucker have a good time. We ain't got no script for y'all motherfuckers. We just goddamn going. Whatever the fuck come out, that's the fuck come out.
This is the beauty of improv. The beauty of improv. Something that some good news. Some good news is this murderer here. Eric Holder found guilty of first-degree murder for the death of Nipsey Hussle. I know that they're going crazy on the West Coast over that.
I just need that motherfucker to get sentenced to a prison in California.
He's not gonna make it. He's
I need to
not
go to a
gonna make
prison
it. They beat
in
this man.
California.
They beat him up so bad the day before his trial. See, so his mugshot, right? His mugshot makes him look like a young guy, in their 20s or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
But when they show how his face looked after they beat him up, your man looked like Martin did when he was about to fight.
You saw the? I didn't see the face.
You
They
didn't
had
see
a
his.
picture? No. Yeah, I need
Listen.
to Google that shit.
I'm about
Damn,
to put it on the screen
Damn,
right
why
now.
the fuck they post a picture of this nigga after he got beat the fuck up?
Yes. I'm trying to see how. Let me see how he looked. After getting beat up, his face was so bloody. You seen the episode of Martin when he got beat up?
Yeah, we fight Tommy Hitman or some shit.
Yeah. Look at this. Hold on, I'm gonna share the screen. How this man looked. This man looked so horrible. It was really, really bad. Look. You see that man's face?
God damn.
Right. 32. See,
You're not gonna make
he
it.
looks 32 in this picture, but I'm telling you,
You're not gonna make
before, nah, your man looked horrible. He looked so bad. I was like, wait a second, what is all this on the screen? I was like, why does he look like this?
So, all right. What you feel about while we on this? This is improv topic. What do you feel about the death penalty?
It's very American. All Americans know how to do is kill people, right? It is very American.
But it's really not American though.
America, they got America through killing. It's very American. Only reason why people are here in America.
Don't they do more death penalties in other countries than America?
I mean, yes, but I mean yes, they do. But America, it was gotten through violence. That's what I mean. So them wanting to kill people is nothing new, right? But the death penalty, damn, that's a good question. If somebody did something to my family and the death penalty was an option.
So that's the only time you consider it. So if there's a killer for other people, let them motherfuckers live.
Oh no! I was just giving an example. I was just trying to give an example. But yeah, I can understand. Yeah, Kill that, because keeping him alive is only going to cost us more money.
No, I actually heard that the death penalty costs more. I heard that's not true.
Well, we could look it up, but
Yeah,
if that person stays
you
alive
can
for a
damn
very long
Google.
time in jail, those are our tax dollars that's keeping them with 3 hots in a cot. That's our tax dollars that's keeping them alive. They getting free education, they getting free medical, everything in jail. Yeah, off that nigga. I mean, it's like getting rid of a bill. It's like paying a bill off quick.
It's like paying off a car.
It's like paying off a car. You ain't got to pay that extra month to revise it no more because your cell phone paid off.
So I'm for the death penalty, but then I'm scared of being for the death penalty.
It's a moral thing for you.
No, hell no.
Okay.
That's not it.
So you have no issues morally saying, yes, kill him. Kill her.
Like if somebody murdered somebody in raw blood and raw violence and kind of shit,
Yeah.
and they get set for the death penalty, I see no fucking problem with it. I see no problem with it. So moral, yeah, I don't care about that. But I want to see if she's ready, because I wouldn't mind getting her opinion either.
She's shaking her head. You ready? There she go. Oh, I love the short hair. Hey, Tina B in the place to be. Hey.
Hey, but
Tina B, this is me.
Hey, but that's a wig though, right? You ain't really cut your hair, did you? All right, good. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because Merv has an issue with women cutting their hair. After he makes them wait 3 years to call them his girl, he don't want them to cut their hair. You see that? Misogynist. Men. I got to wait 3.5 years, 3,500 years to be called your girl, and I can't even cut my hair while I'm waiting? Trifling.
It will grow back in 3 years. That's shoulder length right there. Should be
the hair gonna go. Listen, the hair will go back before Merv calls somebody his girl. You damn right.
Right. It'll be shoulder length.
Kid gonna be in college. Oh, that's just my friend. Think we've been together 18 years. That's not good. That's my friend. My special friend.
Right.
Anyway,
they put in obituaries.
Right. Special friend. She get to sit in the second row. Not the first row, but the second row. Anyway, the question that Merv put on the floor is, do you agree with the death penalty?
Depends on what it is.
How do you feel? Yeah. Or just how do you feel? Yeah. How do you feel about it?
I mean,
you want me to go? Hey, you respond
I don't really
to me?
care for it, because how are you suffering? I need you to suffer. I need you to live with what you did. I need you to look at them walls of themselves for the rest of your life.
But some niggas is institutionalized where they home. Like some of us get probation and come out, and then they feel in prison. They feel, you give them their freedom and they feel in prison. Like they feel like, whoa, what's like, this is too much.
That's their issue that they gotta live with for the rest of their life.
Yeah, but
some dudes they rather be in jail.
Yeah, some people live kind of good in jail. Like they could to a certain standpoint.
You still have to live with what you did. It could be mentally. For the rest of your life, it's gonna always.
So you expect everybody?
You're gonna always remember that you lost this amount of years of your life because you did this. No matter how much you bounce back from it, you will never forget.
So you expect anybody to have a conscience?
Even if they claim they don't care, it's still going to alter their life in some type of way. It has altered their life in some type of way, and they will never forget that.
Okay. So do you not think of some people, like when you go home you feel comfortable at home, right? You look for, you know what I'm saying? You don't mind sitting down on your couch, cutting on TV, and you comfortable at home. You don't think some people are just like that when it comes to jail? Like they're comfortable in jail. Jail don't bother them. I think it's some people like that. That jail,
There
like
probably is
somebody.
some people that bother them, but if they dead, that's not gonna bother them either, right? Because they dead.
So, all right, so what? So let me ask you this: do you think it's some people that have? I think some people have more of a fear getting killed via electric chair or as a
Do they still do electric chairs?
yeah, they
What did
do
you throw
the
away?
needle, and they've done add the firing squad back. So I think some people will have more fear of getting killed
Not
than
over here
living.
though. Lethal injection, you don't even feel that you're gonna die. You
But you
don't go,
still
you
live.
don't you don't feel the dying. They numb you,
There's
they put
yeah,
you to
yeah,
sleep,
with lethal
and then
injection,
But more,
there's no pain.
it's more the to I think okay to me I think it's more the fact that you know on such and such day you're going to die. I think it's scarier knowing on what day you're going to die
is
and
it though?
going up.
If you knew when you was going to die, wouldn't you have? I mean, let's say you wasn't in prison though.
No,
What would you be doing?
Well,
that changes a lot.
you
That
know
changes
what?
the whole.
It's funny you say that because I asked my mom about that in regards to my dad, right? When he
Uh
realized when he got stage 4 cancer and they gave him a year to live, and he died within 11 months, so they were pretty accurate. And I used to ask my mom how my dad felt knowing he was dying, because it's different. It's different. Like with a terminal illness, you feel your body giving out on you, right? You feel it. It's different if it's like firing squad or injection or death penalty. You know, it lasts maybe a few minutes and then that's it. But with a terminal disease, it could last years, right? So I always thought about that. My mother said that my dad, in the very beginning, was angry because why? Right? Your first question is why? Why me? Why now? Then you start to think about everything that you're going to miss. Um, but then once because he was so far along, he kept going back for tests, and they gave him 6 months. When they gave him 6 months to live, is when he decided to stop all the treatment and just let himself pass. And my mom said that his mindset at that time changed, and it changed to it is what it is, right? And like a week or two before he passed, you could kind of see him accepting it, like it could happen at any moment, right? So he went into hospice Thursday, died that Monday. But right before he went into hospice was the last time he was able to just like get any sound out. And he moaned and he grunted. And my mother was like, that was kind of him saying like, I can't do anything now. It's about to happen, right? And that thought process of knowing when you dying is, I couldn't imagine that. So I'm sure that that is very tormenting for someone that knows they're about to die because they murdered somebody, or the reason why they're in jail, right? I'm sure
Well,
that that's got to be a mental fuck for them.
people be on death row for years, like years.
yeah,
Mm.
Been on death
like
row for 16 years. Damn.
yeah,
You ain't
like they,
dead yet.
What?
They didn't
yeah.
kill you yet.
So like so I'm for the death penalty, but I'm scared of like let's say we had a vote, right? We would like vote for we vote for it for death penalty to keep it or get rid of it. My initial reaction would be hell yeah to keep it, but I'll be nervous of keeping it because I'm still not sure that they convict the right people for murder. Like I'll be
I see
scared
what you
of
mean.
I'll be scared of black people getting wrongfully because we still finding people that's innocent in prison right now
Right,
after
right. Been in
years
jail 30 years and they just get
from
sent
a
home.
murder, and then the new technology of forensics, like
Yeah,
oh he's innocent. So that's like I said, I'm I'm for an eye when it comes to murder,
yeah.
but I need the justice system to get
To tweak
to get
and
cleaned out.
tweak.
To get
Because
better. That's the only thing that scares me.
even with this Eric Holder situation, that's what they're wanting. They not only want him to be convicted and get 25 to life, they want death penalty.
Man, the family should be able to pull the trigger.
Ooh. Now I've been to the range. That busting the shots is not it's not easy.
Get the death penalty for murder of a child or rape or something like that. The family should be able to pull the trigger.
Could you imagine?
I wouldn't want to pull the trigger, but I would.
There's family members that would love to pull the trigger.
Listen.
I'm not
gonna
get any satisfaction out of me watching court system murder you. I need to murder you myself.
Nah, give me some popcorn.
Now
with something like that, I wouldn't want that.
The only repercussion I would want from that is my judgment from God. Other than that, I need to take you out myself.
Nah, just give me some popcorn. Like the nigga that murdered my nephew. Yeah, I'd love to see this nigga fry, or to get the needle.
So do you don't feel anything with the needle?
I don't give a fuck about feeling.
I need you to feel the pain. It runs deep. I'ma share it with you.
She said, "Nah, this is a vendetta. I got a vendetta. I need you to feel this, man."
So you definitely want the electric chair then?
Yeah, I would definitely be for the electric chair. That's disgusting, actually. What they say you deal with. That's why they cover your face because your eyes pop out, bulge out from the frying. Yeah, that's disgusting.
The smell.
You can smell the burn.
Mm-hmm. Woo. That reminds me of the Green Mile. Yeah, that reminds me of the Green Mile. They do say you can smell the flesh burning.
Yeah. But they brought back Firing Squad too. Death by Firing Squad. They brought that back.
Right. So the family who want to fire this should be part of the squad.
Nah, let me watch. just let me watch. All right, so
then what do you guys think in regards to, because I know you mentioned like rape or anything like that. This also just got mentioned that Nicki Minaj's husband is reportedly sentenced to probation and in-home detention after failure to register as a sex offender. So do you think in his case that he should be in jail?
What's exactly his story? That what did he do?
Yeah.
Well,
I got the same question.
The girl was 14 and I believe he was 21. And I'm gonna look it up right now to get more of a
like, was it rape or he was just dealing with a girl who was 14? And did he know she was 14 at the time?
And did she look 14?
Because I've seen some 14-year-olds that look older than me. So
yeah, the way they be having makeup on at such a young age, and
even as far as weight and height, look older than me.
Yeah, because I didn't know the guy that that killed Nipsey Hussle was 32. He looked like he was in his 20s. But then again, when you have a hard life, you look a lot older than what you are. Because the way that man looked when they beat him up, yeah, I didn't know he was 32. But I'm looking up.
You, Becca not eating nothing.
I ain't hear you.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking it up now. So from what it seems like, he was supposed to register in California. The story was that the girl was 16. He was accused of raping her. He was convicted of first-degree rape of a 16-year-old in 1995. And he was sentenced to, it says 18 to 54 months in jail, but he only spent 4 years in jail. So he's a level 2 registered offender in New York. So he's already registered sex offender in New York. He was supposed to also register in California and did not.
What? How old was he? She was 16.
She was 16. He was 21, I believe. It doesn't give his age.
41.
But 1995, he's 44. He's 44 now. So he was, well, how old was he in 1995 if he's 44 now?
What 2022?
Yeah, I gotta do the math because I don't know what 1 + 1 is.
12. And then
2022.
02, that's 20 years. So that's 44. That's 34. That's 24. Back in 02, 34. So it's like 28. Hold on. This is.
Yeah, see. Yeah, 44 years old in 2022
And it happened in 95.
is how old in 1995? Damn.
So
26.
17. Who was 26? He was.
Yeah.
And the girl
I
is
mean,
16.
I'm still.
She was
I know.
16.
I'm trying to dig deep in this.
Yeah.
So man,
Did her parents say she was raped because she was dealing with an older man?
So was it statutory rape?
Let me go back.
Difference, or was it real, or was it like the physical rape they were charged for?
Hold on, let me look. It says,
And I got this, and I got the same dilemma with rape verdicts as with the life, with the death sentence verdict, right? So listen, I don't believe in hitting women, and I believe you hear a woman say no, motherfucker, it's no, you fall the fuck back. Like I'm so like I've never been.
even if y'all are naked in the bed, you filling up on her.
She say fucking no, that's fucking breaks in the story. 1000%.
She need to get the fuck up out my bed too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not about to lay there. We're not about to do that.
But you have women that skews that situation so fucking much. You don't know when to believe. And so in high school, I had friends. So the girl, like, she was very sexual, right? She was known to have sex with more than one guy. And she done had sex with a couple of friends I had in high school several times. But the parents end up catching them. So instead of just taking the troubles, the yelling, the grounding, she said they made her do it to avoid that perception from her parents, to keep that perception of her parents. And like, they had to face charges and shit like that just because she didn't want to have the perception from her parents that she does that. I know another situation. Dude, I went to college with, ended up getting a charges brought against him for that same kind of situation. But then you have the woman that's really, yeah, exactly, Stacks. But then you got the woman that's really ran into a sexual fucking predator that need their dick cut off and then put in prison for life and get raped in prison for the rest of their fucking life. So when you have women with the false charges, they really fuck up for the real victim. So I'm like, I'm on the fence. I don't know, because I would want a rapist to get brutally fucking the hardest penalty possible. But
mine died.
We don't know who's the rapist and who's the woman that got caught and don't want to look like a hoe. So I don't know how to. I have no way of choosing the right justice for that, where the wrong person don't get fucked up.
I felt like that too. But then mine died in a car accident.
So karma came.
And it was about a year or two after my situation. And it was so bad it made the news. He was speeding down the street and hit something and flew through the windshield and died instantly. And it was on one of the major streets in Baltimore, so it held up traffic for a long time, and it made the local Baltimore news. Young man killed in car accident. Somebody sent me the article, and somebody from school asked me, "Hey, did you hear about such and such?" And I was like, "No." She didn't know our situation, and she was like, "Yo, he died in a car accident." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was real like flatline, like real numb when I looked at it. He had gotten to a really bad car accident, flew through the windshield, and died instantly. Yep, he was
Everything is like
roadkill.
Choose your battle, pick and choose, or it's who's telling the truth, who's lying. That's the hard part.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
because Amber Heard situation was very, very real. There are a lot of women out there that will just use that to their advantage, and it will be believed, right? Especially if it's against, like Chris Brown has had that happen to him quite a few times. And this last time, he had pulled out so many receipts that people were like, "Nah, man, like Shorty's wilding," right? Because it would be believable that Chris Brown might have been aggressive to her because of what he did with Rihanna many years ago. And he said, he pulled out the receipts and was like, "Nah, Shorty was pursuing me and I left her ass on red. She's lying." And if he had not had that evidence, it would have been easily believed that he raped her. He didn't even do anything to her.
No, motherfuckers would believe it.
Consequences.
People would have believed it.
For these liars. It got to be consequences for these liars.
You know what? It needs to be. I
think so too.
It needed to be.
Like the same time that they were looking at, if they had got convicted, you should get that fucking time for lying. Whatever that situation is, whatever the sentence is for that, you should get the fucking same thing if you are caught lying.
Right, and then that would stop the fake ones. You know what I'm saying?
Let them register something too.
Try to protect my reputation ones.
Yeah, they should register as,
for
false accusations, or something. They should.
You a lying ass motherfucker. This person right here. Let me pull up the list of all y'all lying ass motherfuckers.
Right, absolutely. They definitely should, because, but we also do know that something can actually really have happened, but evidence don't prove it. Right. Yeah. That's the crazy thing about it, is that you can say, you can have a situation where evidence can prove it.
You got a better lawyer.
Right.
You got a better lawyer.
Yeah, because it is very true that a husband can rape his wife. Right. That's true. But if they were to do a rape kit on her, they will find his semen in her normally already. She would have his skin under her fingernails already, their husband and wife, if they, you know what I'm saying? So the evidence would be all over the place. So it's hard to say when you're in a situation where you are multiple times having consensual sex with someone, and then this one time you say no and they get aggressive, that's rape. Because a lot of the times people wouldn't believe a husband can rape his wife. They didn't believe that Amber Heard could be lying on Johnny Depp. She even said it. Like, they're not going to believe you. They're going to believe that I'm abusing you. Like, come on. They're not going to believe that shit. Big Johnny Depp's getting abused by a little frail white woman.
Right? You can't even use lie detector tests because they're not even 100%.
Yeah. If you learn how to control your pulse and your heartbeat, and you learn to stay relaxed, you can pass on shit.
Because if you're a psycho and you have control, you can control your breathing and say, "Rebecca, are you wearing red right now?" And I could tell you, "No, my shirt is blue."
Yeah, a nigga like me failing.
I'm failing too. My heart will be racing. My palms will be sweaty. I'll be failing.
But you could be telling the truth and be so nervous, you fail.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a lie detector determine whether I go to jail or not, I'm automatic nervous. Like, oh, fuck. I'm
Because
nervous
all they
about
go
them. I'm
by
nervous about damn. How can I gotta tell the truth and make sure that I sound believable? And they, oh shit, oh, whew.
right. Because
They're
all they're going by is the way that your body responds, right? So if you respond to nervous, like with jitters, or you're sweating, or your heart is beating fast, or you can't control your breath, they're gonna say, "Oh, you lying." But if you're able to control yourself and straight tell you, Tina, your shirt right now is yellow. And I can look at you dead in your face and say, you could be like, Becca, my shirt is black and it says white. It's white writing right here. And I can say, no, Tina, your
yellow.
shirt is yellow.
What the hell is
It's
wrong with
actually
you?
like a
And she
mustard.
just made me nervous by putting me on the spot.
It's actually like a
second where I was
mustard
like-
yellow, like a mustard yellow, deep orange yellow kind of color. It's really pretty on you. And you're like, this bitch is wow, my shirt is black. And I could be straight faced. That is a nice yellow shirt you got on today. Somebody be like, yo, she's freaking crazy. So you could never really tell. So it is really hard in those situations to say, should this person get the death penalty for this?
That's why you should just keep
But
the
then
light
not for
on.
this.
You never know, and you don't want to ever go through life and and then find out that this person was innocent and now they gone. You can't reverse that shit, bro.
Maybe they can have some. Maybe you can have like stipulations where it's beyond like, because some situations you know what I'm saying. There's a video, there's a camera, like there's several witnesses. So some situations, you know a motherfucker guilty. So something like that, it should be no problem doing a fucking death penalty. Like these motherfucking mass murderers, and you got clear video. What the fuck we going to trial for? What the fuck we going to trial for? There's a
just never
video.
understood that.
Because
so you have
every
a
citizen is
visual-
due a trial.
you have a
That's why.
you have visual proof that the person was the killer. Okay, death penalty. But if you don't, and you only going by, okay, this person's DNA was here, this person, but it's still like, but yeah, I might live there. That's why my DNA is somewhere around there. Then you should just do life.
Okay, I get that. But my question is, how the fuck niggas having trials when we got clear video of mass killing? I don't understand that shit.
Because they can't justify the behavior without you actually being convicted. So they need to waste people's money and time so that you can actually get convicted of the crime before they can issue the punishment for it. They can't just issue the punishment out of common sense or just using their eyes. That's not how the law and the Constitution works. They have to be put on trial, even if it's very clear. It has to be brought as evidence. The lawyer and the prosecutor, they have to plead their case. A jury has to give their verdict. Then you can issue the punishment.
You're innocent
They have to
to
know
prove
if it was
guilty,
done
right?
with intent. Because it might have been no intent you ain't had no intentions of shooting this person, but then this person bucked up on the camera and then you had to bust a shot. You know what I'm saying? So different sentences that come with that.
Right. So yeah, I shot him, but it was self-defense. Right? Because if that's the case, then the baby would have went straight to jail because he did kill that man. And he verbally said, I shot that man. But the camera saw that it was self-defense. So if there was no trial or no opportunity to present that footage, he would have just went to jail for murder.
Did you see the movie I told you to watch?
Which one?
I told Merv to watch this movie called
Not yet.
They don't know. Oh, that Merv.
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling
talking
you
about?
right
You don't know.
I
right?
saw it. You talk about angry.
Right?
Listen.
That was in trial, and he kept saying, y'all have all this evidence, but you don't know the story behind the evidence. So when you present the evidence,
Don't kill it for me. I still want to watch it.
No, you
Oh,
Oh no, we won't spoil it. No,
Okay,
we won't spoil it. But the ending was dumb though. But
Yeah, it was.
yeah, it was a situation like what you're talking about, Merv, where the whole movie is the court scene. He's presenting, he's representing himself, and the whole movie is him explaining the evidence that they found. So he's trying to say, yeah, you have a lot of evidence, but you don't have the story of that evidence. So I'm about to paint the picture for you. And that's what the whole movie is him explaining why you got fingerprints, why
The
you got
same
video
exact
footage,
evidence
why
that
you
they
got
had.
this.
But when you hear
Yeah.
their story
So
and then you hear his stories on the same evidence, it's two totally different stories.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha. But in the same room, this nigga, this white boy that had this massacre at this parade in Highland Park. First off, he got loads of videos of mass murders on social media. He got violent photos on social media, and they got him. Everybody seen him shooting the people, and he's trying to flee away from the scene, and this nigga's still arrested. And this nigga's still arrested, and is going to prison. And probably gonna spend the rest of his life in prison.
Oh, he
So,
didn't commit suicide? He
so
decided to live?
with something like that, what we going to trial for? And that's death
and
penalty.
take him to
And that's
Chick-fil-A for a sandwich.
death penalty status right there. There was a 2-year-old walking around in blood because both his parents got murdered, and the
He gonna
blood.
plead insanity.
There goes that bullshit. That little mental health bullshit.
And we
That
talked
little
about
mental
that.
health
We
bullshit.
talked about that on a pod before about how they're using this insanity to commit crimes.
All these mass murderers.
You know what? The northern lady
The
is
northern. The north is coming.
right. The lady with the northern accent. That's funny. But yeah, so you start to see, like, even over the 4th of July, there was a lot 71 people in Chicago was killed from a mass shooting. You have something that happened in Orlando. Although it wasn't any killings, it was still a situation where people was running away from the scene thinking something happened. You have all those situations that happens outside of these public gatherings celebrating these holidays, and then you don't know what's going to happen. So it makes it really scary to say, let me go to a function, let me go to a festival now, let me go to some place, because you start to think about your safety more so than just going out and being entertained. 71 people in Chicago died in one day at one function. That's just at one. Chicago is already World War III, but in one area there was 71 people. Like, that's a lot.
Listen, if you mad at somebody, if you mad at the world because somebody made you mad at the world, go get that one person. Okay. Don't be out here saying, I'm mad at my mama made me mad today, so I'm about to go to this parade and shoot everybody else. Like, don't do that shit. Go for your target.
He had no target. It was just,
he was just mad at the world.
Somebody or something triggered him to make him mad, and that's who he needed to go after.
He also went to a Trump rally, Tina.
This girl posted.
You heard me? He went to a Trump rally also, right before this.
This girl posted for the 4th of July. This for the hood though. If anybody got beef with people outside in the streets, stay away from people's cookouts. And that makes sense. If you know you got beef out here in these streets, don't be going to no cookouts and shit like that where somebody could look for you or say such and such is here and then come shoot up the place. Like, keep your distance.
I just being
And people be knowing they damn well have beef. Let's be clear.
Knowing their fucking target.
Yeah, but they feel like they're untouchable. They'll go right into the hood of somebody they just sold drugs to that had an overdose, somebody's grandmother being buried, and they,
some people don't give a fuck about dying. Some people really don't give a fuck about dying.
That's crazy.
You just shot Raheem last week.
Right. And it's a rival gang right around the corner waiting to find you slipping, and you over here trying to have a hot dog, and bang bang. Now
you still alive, but little Shayna is dead.
I saw this video. This one guy, he was helping his homeboy. He said, you wanna promote gun violence. You wanna be the dude in the street with the gun or whatever. He said, what happens if somebody shot you and you don't die? What happens if somebody shoots you and you end up paralyzed? And it's him and his homeboy, and it was a reel I saw on Instagram, and it was a reel of him and the dude, and pictures of them in the streets hanging or whatever. And then it was a picture of him in a wheelchair, and he looked like a child, but he was paralyzed from the neck down, couldn't do anything. He was like, what happens if you come out here and you start trying to shoot people over something stupid, and the person you shoot, they don't die, but they end up paralyzed? Is this still your homeboy? Are you still gonna wipe your homeboy ass when he shit on himself? Are you gonna feed him because he can't feed himself? Are you gonna dress him or bathe him? Is this still your homeboy? Because you on the corner trying to sell bricks, right? You thinking you Tommy and Ghost, you and your homeboys out here trying to be part of the power universe, and somebody come around the corner and shoot your ass. Now you thinking you gonna run and make it, and the person thinking they gonna shoot you and you gonna die. But none of that happens. You get shot in the neck and now you paralyzed. So now you can't feel nothing out behind underneath your bottom lip. Your chin is the last thing you can feel.
And those the motherfuckers that wish they was dead.
And them dudes that was on the corner with you, are they still gonna be your homeboys when you gotta go to the hospital? When you can't, you know, your bodily functions ain't there. When you need to be bathed.
Shit, or we just go to prison. Or we just go to prison. When Nicky Barnes went to prison, you know why Nicky Barnes became a rat? Why he started telling everybody? When he went to prison,
what's up, Tay?
He found out several months later, one of his crew members was be tight, was fucking his wife. That's when he started talking. Before then, he was keeping it solid.
Ain't nobody loyal. It was always a rat on the team or a snake on the team.
Yeah.
That's why.
And they're not gonna all be like Wody.
It's always gonna be a rat. It's always gonna be a snake. It's always gonna be somebody that want to take your spot.
Yeah.
When it comes to money on your team, because nobody want to stay at the bottom or underneath you or in your shadow for the rest of their life.
Yo, that's why T.I. said I do dirt by my lonely. I do dirt by my lonely. Don't have to worry about nobody telling.
Right.
Because sucking niggas will tell.
Don't even ask somebody to help you move the body. Just figure it out on your own.
And take shit to the grave.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it is attacking I think there's a lot of sex acts too, because I'm not sure if you guys have heard of this particular young actor. From Cheer star sentenced to 12 years in prison in federal child pornography case. So he was in one of those movies, those kid movies that was out, and he used to solicit girls and take pictures of them, and he used to just take pictures and videos of them or whatever. And one of the girls' mothers found out and reported it, and a lot of other girls, young girls in the industry, was saying the same thing. And he's just now getting sentenced to 12 years for child pornography. Listen, these kids.
Wait, how old was he?
He was young, maybe 20, 21, 22. Like, he's not even 25 yet, I don't think. He's super young. The world that our kids are about to come up in fucking sucks. Like Merv, our daughters are coming into a world that sucks. Big time.
I mean, did it just...
No, it didn't just start sucking.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just start sucking.
World. But I feel like it's worse. I don't remember being 11 having to deal with nothing of what my daughter has to deal with. I don't remember that. And I'm not sure if my parents sheltered me from it, if it was always in the world, because it kind of was in the world, but just not my reality because I wasn't near it or I didn't see it as much, especially in the media now. We didn't really have internet and Instagram and Facebook and TV, and you know, we were trying to be like, you know, the celebrities that we had at that time were very different than the celebrities of now, right? And even though they're not much better, we grew up, right, Tina, with Foxy, Little Kim. We grew up with Queen Pen, right? We didn't grow up with angels in our music either. We grew up on Biggie and Pac and Jay-Z and Nas and Wu-Tang, and we grew up on that type of music. So it was nothing different. But I just feel like the stuff our kids deal with now is on another level than what we had to deal with.
You know
Um,
what? You
It's
know what
also
else though?
it's
You know
also a
what?
psychological thing too. Let me say this, cause I ain't gonna hold you. When that R. Kelly shit first happened, it was motherfuckers saying, I'm probably one of them. What? We was fucking with older niggas all the time. Like, we was in high school, and the older dude who had the car, 21, 21, 22, 23, we was dating now. We was dating niggas with cars. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like,
Picking you up from high school,
yeah, I'm 16, I'm
buying
dating
you
somebody who
Jordans, and
is
taking you to
20.
BBQs.
So it was like, oh, what's wrong with that? Like, how many of
Mhm.
y'all have been with niggas when you was 15, 16, and he was 21, 22, 23? Like, then everybody brought up the whole as long as you in the same building, right? Because technically, if you're a freshman and then you dating a senior, that senior could be 18, but y'all in the same
That's
building.
what academics was saying, and nobody got what he was saying when he said that. He made that point.
Freshman year, you what, 14?
Freshman year,
And
you're
you
about,
dating
depending on your birthday, you can even be 13. But
right,
yeah,
right. You can be 13. And you a freshman in high school, and here you go dating a senior, and they're 18. They're an adult, but y'all in the same building.
boom. See, I never. That's so crazy. And I was telling my husband a few weeks ago that there was one of our workers at my high school is in jail now for being a pedophile. And even when we were in high school, we knew about him. He had a thing for Spanish girls, and he used to always like the Spanish chicks. Tall black man, right? And even when we was in school, we were like, "Yo, Mr. Dolphy is like a weirdo. He's a super weirdo." We knew it. And every chick that we see him, we was like, "Yo, you know he a creep, right? Like he's like creepy, weird." And all the girls be like, "You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. You know, it's nothing. It's whatever. You know." And all this time, his ass is in jail now for doing the same shit. And they be talking about 20 over 20 years ago. So yeah, we know it's happening.
Right. So now, when these people do it now to the kids coming up, our generation is like, well, wait a fucking minute. So you telling me I was molested this whole time? You tell me somebody was gaslighting me all this time? You tell me that this motherfucker that I dealt with back then was a pedophile? Shit, bitch, you probably married the motherfucker. Now you looking at this nigga like, you know what I'm saying? So it's
We
like
don't
it's like
we
a
don't realize
psychological
the
thing. Like, we didn't
behavior.
realize it until now on how serious it was. But back then we ain't think it was nothing. And now we like, and now motherfuckers all going into their grandparents. Like, wait a minute, grandma and grandpa is this far in age, and now they got this many kids together. Oh shit, grandpa petty. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. They called it robbing the cradle.
right.
That's the old school term. When an older man is dating a younger woman, he's robbing the cradle.
But that was what it was supposed to be back then. Honestly, that man was supposed to pick that woman, that the girl that he wanted, and train her up to fit everything he wanted for himself.
That is some
But now
sick
it's not
shit.
okay. Now it's like, yo, that was fucked up.
That is sicko mode. You
See?
talk about sicko mode. That is sick. But even with the R. Kelly situation, his situation is so like crazy because there were multiple adults that were
Around and
auditioning,
allowing it.
They
So
were auditioning these girls, like really recruiting them.
That's my issue with it. That's
Like
my fucking issue
it was
with
like a real recruitment. Like
that,
we all you could be in the army with R. Kelly. Like
that's my issue. So R. Kelly just got sentenced to 30 years. He got convicted, got sentenced to 30 years. Why the fuck are we only hearing about R. Kelly being on trial?
because
Like,
everybody else signed off to basically if they did the what's the movie?
Surviving R. Kelly.
Surviving R. Kelly, that they would basically have immunity.
And there's 2 of them.
No, but it's like it's a lot of people that was involved with this R. Kelly shit. It's
Like,
a lot of parents that because they was basically selling their fucking kids.
But they was trying to get R. Kelly for so long, and if anybody offered up some type of information, we letting you off. We want this motherfucker right here. Not to say what he did was right. Now everybody ain't no R. Kelly, because you had men that was older that dated young girls and they treated them like fucking queens. So not everybody was out here being abused.
Hugh Hefner was out here tricking.
Did you see that shit, Becca, with the pastor who's in his 60s and he married the 18-year-old?
I heard that.
He did a whole sermon. Said anybody say something to my wife, because that's my wife, and I'll go to jail for her.
But she's 18.
To his congregation. But here everybody's thinking, wait a minute. So she's 18. She went to the school at your church, and now she's 18 and she has graduated from the school at your church. That means you've been watching her since before she was 18. You just waited until she was legal.
And she's legal, which means that nobody can do anything. She's at the age where she can marry him legally, and nobody can stop that. Even if you objected at the wedding, they're gonna tell you, all right, you object, cool, sit down, because she can do this. She's legal. It's her decision.
So look, all right. So let me ask y'all. It's kind of in the same realm.
Oh, real quick, that whole R. Kelly thing, because I read Sean's comment or whatever. Yes, R. Kelly was sick. He was abused too when he was a child. So I feel like just like he may have taken advantage of those girls, his entourage took advantage of him for his money. That's why they did what they did, because they wanted to keep that money coming for themselves. Everybody benefited in some type of way, and everybody abused somebody in some type of way. And if y'all got more sense than fucking R. Kelly, y'all still allowed him or assisted him or recruited for him, y'all are worse. So if he getting 30 years, the other motherfuckers need to get 30 years too. You was an accomplice,
that's
right?
What I'm saying.
It
should be more
time.
That's what the fuck I'm saying. It should be more people going to jail than fucking R. Kelly. He didn't have the ability to develop this whole fucking system that he had. He had help. So all you gotta do is rat on somebody. You can participate. If you participate, that's fine, long as you give me some information and all your sins, all your crimes is fucking forgiven. That is crazy to me.
Yep.
That's crazy to me. A lot more people should be in prison besides R. Kelly.
Everything is a deal, right? You see in the shows, which is true, where cops pay crackheads for information. Like, you giving a crackhead money, go get crack, just to rat out a drug dealer. Like, it's always an eye for an eye, or you do this for me, I do this for you, or you get a pass. It's always something. Everybody fucking crooked. Police crooked. They crooked it every which way. You want to get this shit done. You want somebody. A lot of people don't want to do the work. So if I could get help from this person the shortcut way, then I'm going to do it. I'm going to here go this money right here. Now find out who it is in these streets. Go ahead. Here goes money for crack. Here
Now,
go
what
money for
difference
your
is,
drug addiction.
but the crackhead ain't participating in no crime. I'm talking to people that's participating in the fucking crime that's supposed to be going to
I mean,
jail too.
crackheads participate in crimes all the time. Them motherfuckers will
No, I
rob
ain't talking
you,
about.
kill
I
you,
ain't talking
and
about that.
still come ask you for some money. Like,
Yeah, but I ain't talking about that, Tina. I'm talking about a rank. I'm talking about like just like you
right,
find
it's
a
still an eye for
cartel.
eye. You didn't physically do it, but you assisted. But we've been wanting R. Kelly for so fucking long. That's our focus. We couldn't get him.
Evidence.
We couldn't get him this time. We couldn't get him that time. Here's another chance to get this motherfucker. We've been trying to get this motherfucker for decades.
20 years. Evidence.
Right.
Remember evidence.
We know you was there. We know you got straight facts. We know you got evidence. You give this to us, we'll let you walk.
And
The
look,
motherfuckers that are selling their parents, the motherfuckers that are selling their kids, shit ain't got no fucking immunity. The fucking parents that are selling their kids, that's fucking crazy. This shit got no fucking immunity, yo.
and
I agree.
we just talked about having evidence, but still not being able to put the person in jail, even with the evidence.
It was
Even
a
with the
whole
evidence,
tape,
it
right?
took 20
Of R.
years.
Kelly peeing on the girl, right?
Even with the evidence and so many stories that are alike from women that did not know each other, it still took 20 years to give him 30 years. If we had given that to him 20 years ago, he would be out in 10 years. But now he got 30 years. He's going to
Then you
be
got
in his
people that didn't
70s
want
when
to
he gets
talk.
out.
So sometimes money play a big part. If I'm getting paid and I'm living the life I need to live just to be quiet, okay, you're not raping my kids and my family, so fuck it, I'll be quiet. Not me per se, but you know,
Yeah.
that's
And to piggyback off what Tina said earlier, R. Kelly has been being taken advantage of all his damn life. He's been stolen from, abused all his damn life. It started off with his family when he was younger. That's why he has that sexual orientation. And then even the music producers have raped him. His musical friends have raped him. Like he owns nothing. He owns no music rights, and that's why he does it. That's why he does a tour every year. That was his only way to make money, was to do a tour, because he made nothing of royalties because he didn't own anything, and the nigga barely could barely read. He was just signing
right.
contracts.
You motherfuckers was on there talking about, yeah, I opened the back door on the tour bus and he was having sex with Aaliyah. What? Then it was, yeah, I knew she was underage, so, but I still signed off that she was 18 for her to marry him. Nigga, you just straight, what the fuck? How do you dismiss that?
Like, why were they not put in jail when it happened? And the thing about it is that it goes to show that you can hide in plain sight, because it wasn't like his music wasn't telling us what he was doing. It was all through his music.
Man, listen,
He straight up said age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. This feeling I have for you, it will never change.
But we all knew the shit.
But we
When
all
heard
was saying the age ain't
number,
nothing but a
we was like,
number.
and we was okay.
And this nigga is a rapist.
Okay.
Like Sean said, the further back you go, the more okay it was. You know what I'm saying? Like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, like you had older men with young women. Like it was normal to get married to a guy when he was like 16, 14, 15, 16. Like in the 50s.
But we knew when he got with Aaliyah in the 90s that they was not supposed to be together. We knew that. We knew that. When they was on Video Soul dressed alike, we was like, oh shit.
We didn't know that.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Me and a few other people in the world knew when him and Aaliyah came out together, we knew, okay, she's too young to be with him. It looked really bad. When them videos came out of him urinating on girls and that little girl whining on him, and you could tell she was uncomfortable, and even that she was just just started to get breasts, just started to get butt. She looked like a very young girl. You could just tell, like, this is not supposed to be happening. And still let that nigga go on tour with Jay-Z.
So let me ask y'all this: how do y'all feel about parents being charged for kids' crime participation if the parent was negligent with it?
First of all, why the fuck is your kid at an R. Kelly concert? Can somebody tell
No,
me?
no, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about general. I mean,
True, but that's how it.
you can add that too,
Of
but like,
course, you should be in trouble too. Why the fuck is your kid at a R. Kelly concert?
okay, I'm talking. Let
Right, I
me
know
say
what
it.
you're saying in general. Like,
Yeah.
you pushed your
Okay.
kid in that direction, and you didn't go about it the right way. Like, there's a way to set up a meeting with an artist to have a business meeting to go over my child can sing. Not, oh, let's go to an X-rated concert. Let's see if we could get the fuck backstage, and then I'm going to let my kid leave with you. Get the fuck out of here.
I definitely think that there should be some investigation being done. Now, whether the parent can be in total control if they're actually physically not there, but there is a responsibility that you have to your child when you leave them in the space of an adult and don't know what's going on, right?
Like for
That's with any
example,
situation.
the Highland kid that killed 7 and injured 20 people at the parade.
Hmm.
I told y'all he's been known for having mass murder videos on his social media, violent photos. His dad signed off on him to get an AK in 2020, and he's been the shit that he's been doing, the threatening and the violence. He's been doing that for years. That didn't just start. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
That's like the other young dude who his mother drove him to the protest.
Right.
But did she know that he had issues? I'm just asking. I don't know.
Yeah,
That I can't speak on because I don't know.
But when she
he
drove him,
definitely went to the protest with the
he had
gun and intent to kill.
he
He
was in
definitely
the
went
car
there.
with the gun, and she drove him with the gun to the protest. So what did she think? What the fuck was going to happen? What's she trying to say? She ain't know.
She was able to get away scot free without a charge, not a nothing.
That's so funny because because this happened to this young girl. She spent the night at a friend's house. The mom is thinking, okay, my daughter is here spending the night at her friend's house with other young girls or whatever. The mom did not know that this girl and her friends got the green light from the friend's mom to go to a party. They went to the party, a fight broke out. Everybody, big brawl, jump in, this and a third. They get back to the house. The girl don't wake up the next day because she died from brain hemorrhage from the fight. That parent who she spent that night out at the house was charged for her death. So why is the mother not being charged for bringing her son with a weapon to a protest?
Cause she right. Cause she right, and he's mentally unstable. That's why. I'm gonna start using it as an excuse. Why you do that,
Mentally
Rebecca?
unstable.
I'm mentally unstable. That's gonna be my new phrase. Why you do it?
And that's scary. Imagine
Insane in the membrane.
I send my kid not even to the friend's house, but even the parent whose house they were at. I let all the girls go out to a party. I did not know that a fight broke out. They didn't call me and tell me a fight broke out. They walked back in this house like it was all good, and now boom, my daughter's friend does not wake the fuck up in my house the next day. What the fuck?
That's crazy. And that's not something, that's tough.
That shit traumatized me, and I don't got no kids. Like, my kid ain't spending, nobody's spending the night over fuck here. No, they not.
Yeah, it's
They
really
not
tough.
like if I have a kid, ain't nobody spending the night over here, bro. Like
Right. If you stub your
like,
toe and bleed out, you ain't gonna blame me.
yeah. That's
You-
some scary ass shit.
That's kind of scary. I
Mm-mm.
never thought for like if my daughter had friends over and
And
shit
something
and
happened. Right.
somebody
But
died.
people die in their sleep. You know, a friend of mine's son died in his sleep. He had a heart issue, of course, but he didn't realize that when he said goodnight to his son the next morning, he was gonna walk in the room and his son was cold and had been dead for hours. So what if that particular night he died in his sleep was the night he went to spend the night at his friend's house? You see what I'm saying? It's very difficult. I don't let Jasmine do that, right? I just let her spend the night at a friend's house recently, and I happen to be up just, and I text her at like 12:30 in the morning. I was like, "Hey, Jasmine, I hope you're having fun." She replied right back, "I'm having so much fun, Mom. We're watching movies and eating popcorn." I was like, "Okay." I just, I'm glad she responded, but that location was on. I know where she's at. I
Okay,
met the
what
I
about
met the mother and the father.
did
I
y'all
know. Hmm?
right, Becca, say that shit again. Cause a
I've
lot
met.
of parents now don't do that fucking shit no more. Okay. You
Mm-mm.
need to have a relationship as a parent with that other kid's parent. Okay. I'm not sending my kid to no stranger house. I need to know what your house look like. We have to have a relationship, some type of relationship where we speak on the phone as parents, where we hang out together as parents or something. My kid ain't coming to your house.
Yep, I definitely text the mother back and forth. And when we went to go pick up Jasmine, I sure enough had my husband come in the house with me. Hi, Mr. Such and Such. This is my husband, Robert. Robert, this is such and such. The two of y'all meet each other face to face. Yep, me and the mother was talking. Okay, sir, you see my husband? All right, great. Boom. Now we all acquainted. Let me get my here to pick up my kid. Yeah, because I could have easily just ran in, got Jasmine, and got back to the car. All right, thank you so much for inviting Jasmine. Have a good night. No, I told my husband, I said, hey, come inside with me. I want this girl's father to see you in case we got to, have a little situation.
Like parents is crazy.
I'll be in a group chat telling y'all I ain't gonna make it Wednesday. I'm in jail.
Yeah, parents
Merv,
is
you got to call some.
fuck
See if
that.
Mel could come on
You just
tonight.
they just
I'll be in a
texting and
group
calling
chat.
their
Can't come on the
kids.
pod tonight, y'all. I'm in jail.
They just calling and texting their kids. I'm outside. No, get the fuck out the car. Go ring the doorbell. Go talk to the parent. Go see what like why you don't want to see where your kid gonna be sleeping at or where they be hanging out. Like they always telling you they at this person's house. You don't want to see what that person's house look like. You don't want to introduce yourself. Like what the fuck is wrong with motherfuckers now? Like
That's the part that scares me about Jasmine growing up, right? Because you want to give your kids independence as they get older, right? You don't want to hold them from the world. You want them to have certain experiences and learn certain lessons, right? A lot of us learned our lessons away from our parents. We learned our most lessons outside of the home, right? From our friends and from our peers and things we've seen on TV and things we've seen on the street. And I remember even when I was young, pleading to my parents about a particular high school I wanted to go to. And they were, nervous about me traveling from Queens to Manhattan by myself at 14, right? And they made a deal with me. They was like, listen, if you want to go, because you have to go to your zone school, and the school that was near me in Queens, I didn't want to go to that school. I wanted to go to a performing arts school in Manhattan. I had to audition to get into that school. I made it into that school, and I had to ask my parents, I want to go to this particular school. They was like, it's in Manhattan. You got to take a bus and 2 trains to get there. You're gonna be by yourself. What happens is such. I was like, I'll be fine. Just you got to trust me. And it was not easy for them to do that. They was like, well, listen, if that's what you want to do, here's the rules. You got to be on time. You can't be late. You got to keep your grades up. So when you put your children in certain situations, you have to trust that whatever you taught them is going to kick in if it needs to. Right. So these mothers wanting their children to be famous or sing or be in entertainment so badly, they saw so much opportunity putting their kids in the hands of R. Kelly, but didn't know what that meant and what that was going to look like 20 years later. Right. So it's difficult to have that type of understanding with children, but it is very necessary to watch because our kids are not in the same world that we are in. They're not living in that same world. You have celebrities who are registered sex offenders. You have celebrities who are going to jail for child pornography. You have celebrities taking advantage of children. And you have the adults, the parents of these children, not even being aware of the situation they're putting their kids in. That's a situation that you know of that's not dangerous. That's dangerous. Imagine a situation that you don't know is dangerous. Your kid's driving for the first time, they get into a car accident. What do you do? They're at school and there's a shootout. Does your kid know to put blood on their face so the killer can think that they're dead too?
Yeah.
Do you think your kid knows that? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be like a Chris Rock when you are in a situation? There's no flight. There's just fright. You just stand there quiet. You got smacked on national television and you don't even have the reflex to respond. You just stand there. Oh shit. I just got smacked by Will Smith on national TV. You don't have the reflex to be like, nigga, what? Smack his ass back. Now they fighting on stage. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know these things. It's very scary. So when you look at all of this stuff in the news, all of these mass shootings and these events, and you look at everything that's happening, it's just like, this world is really freaking crazy.
It is.
Outside of what life already dishes you, because life is so unpredictable.
Did y'all see the what's that? The girl who pushed the dude in the water?
No, I didn't see that.
And he died because he couldn't off the boat. So
Damn, I feel like I heard about that.
Was it a prank?
And she only got 1 year, so the family is very upset.
Was it a prank?
No, they was playing, and she pushed him off the water.
Oh, okay.
You know when you go on the little yachts or whatever, everybody was out on the yacht partying and stuff like that, and she pushed him, and he couldn't swim. And then somebody else jumped in, another man jumped in the water to try to save him, and they both drowned. So the girl got 1 year, and the family is like irate, and so was people's comments on social media, like, why she only get 1 year, da 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 da.
Because of the intent, she didn't mean for him to die.
I don't think she did either. And people do that shit all the time. We grew up young and playing as kids, and motherfuckers push your ass in the fucking pool. Motherfuckers still do that shit today in their 40s. You go to a pool party, motherfuckers get
That's
pushed.
a pool though. Then you said she got pushed in goddamn like an ocean or a river or some or
I mean,
lake
it
or
was
something, ain't
calm, but yeah, he got pushed in that. The dude got
a little
pushed in
different.
that.
That's
They all
different
had
from
their
pool.
swimming shit on. You could see his little floaty thing. I don't know how that shit floated off him once he got pushed in, but that shit was right next to him. But I guess he panicked that he didn't grab the floaty.
They probably slid off his arm. It wasn't tight
Yeah.
enough.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
she got
wild.
1 year though.
That's so
So
wild.
white people.
Black.
Black people.
Mm.
I'm sure of it. Wow, man.
Damn, you say you couldn't swim, so I should have known.
And then they was like, oh, that's why people shouldn't play around and da 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 da. So it's like the shit that we used to do that's still being done today, people are looking at it different.
So let me ask y'all this before we end it. What y'all think about this Griner situation and this Russia shit? How y'all feel about that?
Oh, Rodden has spoken to his team. I saw hearing it was a vape pen, correct?
Yes, it was a vape. It was a vape. Mm-hmm.
This shit is a fucking hilarious. Like, you really held somebody off of a fucking vape pen, my nigga?
Well, it's illegal.
Russia, though. It's not really,
illegal in Russia.
Russia.
It's illegal.
But y'all holding her like it's a huge, major ass charge. If y'all
She's
do
facing
that,
10 years. She's
What?
facing 10 years. She's facing 10 years.
Did she know that the vape pen was illegal or some shit?
I don't know. So, okay, let me add to it. So when I ask her how y'all feel about this, take Russia out of it. We all know Russia be on some different shit. Take Russia out of it. Um, how y'all feel about the response from America, from people commenting on social media about it? And like, for example, somebody said if that was LeBron, she would have been home by now.
And
And
that's
people have
true.
been, and then people have been going off, but like LeBron ain't gonna do nothing stupid like do something illegal in another country. LeBron not gonna be in Russia because you get paid enough in the NBA. It's like people is really um going at that post about what the fuck LeBron got to do with this. I think she was just using LeBron as an analogy, as if this was somebody else, more blah blah blah, another NBA player or another or something like that. Because she was like, it's kind of like she, someone was like, why are you making this a man versus woman thing? I mean, but is it not a man versus? If this was an NBA player, would America have more of urgency? Do y'all think there's enough urgency in it? Like, so the America, not the Russia, because Russia, we already know how Russia is. Like, she's facing 10 years, and they've extended her detention 3 times, and now she's on trial. She's beginning her trial right now, and found guilty can face 10. Yeah, she's going to trial. Her trial just started last week. That's why she wrote a letter
For
to
what, man? Why did you have a fucking vape pen?
vape pen. Yep, or the vape. But it's Russia. You think of how we are
It's just
America.
a fucking vape pen.
Yo,
But they don't
if
think like
people
that about
overseas
it.
still lose their
Where'd
hand
she
if you
get the
get caught
vape pen
stealing.
at? Did she travel there with it? Did she
I don't
purchase
know.
it there?
It was in her bag on the airport when she was about to come
So
home.
what did they show the actual law where it says it's illegal?
It is illegal. They don't. Weed is illegal in Russia, but and
Was it
look,
weed?
well,
That,
the vape pen
right?
had it's actual cannabis oil is what she had. It was
Okay.
cannabis oil, and it's illegal there. Now, if she brought it in and didn't get caught bringing it in, but she got caught trying to take it out back home, come back home, maybe. Maybe she got it there from somebody underground and was trying to bring it back and that
But
got caught.
we can't control Russian laws though. You know,
Right.
Okay.
that's
So
But
is it
Russian law.
safe to say
That's what I'm
that
asking you
it's
about the
her fault?
American response to it.
Is
I'm
it
asking you
safe
about
to
the
say
American
that
response
it's
to
her
it.
fault?
well,
See,
I don't
that's
know
what
if
some people are saying.
yeah, they because you got to understand where you're traveling, right? So, but people are looking as to the reason why she was out there to begin with, and then they made a political thing about women NBA players and stuff not getting paid enough. She should have been over there trying to get extra money anyway. Y'all should be paying these players like y'all paying 263 million for this cat that they just gave it to, right? It
You
could have
get
been
paid
Ray
four.
Allen from He Got Game. They would have did more than they doing for
You
her.
get paid 4 times the amount in Russia than you do in America. Like most WNBA players all go overseas.
Even some of the NBA players go over there too. It is they make a lot money playing basketball overseas than they do here. Even our music artists make money touring overseas more than they do here in America. I do feel like they're using her as a pawn. They definitely could have brought her back home much sooner and tried her here, or whatever they were going to do in Russia. They could have. I think now that we're in a war, they're using her as a pawn. I do believe that. I also believe that if it was a NBA player, that they would have done more. I do believe that they wasn't going to let somebody that they just gave 263 million to stay in Russia for too long because they losing money with him over there. They definitely would have found a way to bring another NBA player back home.
But the
Um,
fact remains that if she knew this shit and she still did this shit, it fall on her.
and if it does, she's getting 10 years in a Russian jail. She's at the point where she had to plead her case and write a letter to Biden to please let me go, let me come home, please do. Could you imagine having to write a letter to Biden to ask you to come home? That nigga probably is.
She was better off hitting up Kim K.
Listen, she is shit out of luck. She is shit out SOL.
Bitch, you need to
She
vape.
is shit out of luck. I wish you
you
the
out
best.
there. Like just smoke a cigarette. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, but if you think about it, when you go to other places, they do have a lot of rules. Like you can go to jail in Dubai for peeing in the street, arrested.
But you go to jail here for peeing in the street.
Yeah, for peeing in the street.
Well,
Yeah.
You
people
can't.
pee in the
I
street.
mean, if the
People
cop
pee in the
wants
street
you,
all the
yeah.
time, and then nothing
if-
really happens. But over there, they lock your ass up for real.
If you, I mean, if a cop
I'm
sees
just saying.
a normal person out here peeing in the street, it's a problem. Now, if you just a homeless person peeing on the street, they ain't really gonna fuck with you.
Homeless
They
people
pick
are
and
peeing in
choose.
the streets. Okay.
No, I said as a cop, they won't really fuck with a homeless person. But if they see somebody like Murr pissing in the fucking street, it's gonna be a problem. Like, what the fuck?
They'll
You
lock
got
him
somewhere
up.
to go. You not insane, motherfucker. Like, why the fuck you out here peeing in the streets?
Lock him up.
It's
Lock
McDonald's
him
across
So-
the street.
Hey, so speaking of homeless people, like I had this random thought. Like, speaking of homeless people, do y'all think homeless people just be going around fucking each other?
No, I think they're loyal. They be with that same motherfucker forever.
You think so?
What? Have you seen two crackheads? That motherfuckers together forever.
I
They
said
never
homeless
break
people, Tina, not crackheads. I said homeless.
No,
There's
they
homeless
travel
crackheads.
together. They find that one.
Yeah,
loyal
yeah,
person
yeah.
that
But
they
man,
travel
talking about
with.
homeless, like,
They find that one loyal person that they travel, and they start traveling with that person. They sleep, they move around, they sleep everywhere. You
and
always
that's
gonna
who
see
they
the
fucking.
same-
So they do have boyfriend, girlfriend, homeless people.
Yes.
You don't think it's like, you know, like, yo, I'm gonna go down the street and fuck her tomorrow. And then, yo, you seen a homeless broad 2 blocks away? Yo,
Not you seen the homeless broad too.
like, no, but for real, you think they're really loyal? Like, I'm thinking like,
Yeah, because even though
Yeah,
they're
no.
homeless, they go. Okay, so if you notice, some homeless, well, a lot of homeless people, they'll have like a bag or a shopping cart full of items. That's their shit. That's like that's
Yeah.
their home. And so in the wintertime, when they're building up their tent and their home to stay warm, because they still motherfuckers will steal from each other, right? They strict on that shit. So they always eventually meet another homeless person and they build some type of bonding connection, and that's their travel buddy. That's their relationship person. Because they
Okay.
gotta look out for each other from the other motherfuckers that's trying to steal from them. So that's all it's about. Because I know somebody who's in the shelter, and they said they'd rather be on the street, sleep on the street, than be in the shelter. They said
damn.
the shit that go on in the shelter is outrageous. They'll try to rape you in the shelter. Other homeless motherfuckers. They'll try to rape you, rape your kids, and you come back. You left your shit, right? Which you're entitled to do because you're coming back at a certain time. Check-in time is at a certain time for the shelters before they lock the doors, and all your shit is gone. Because some other
They
homeless
take
person
turns
stole your
sleeping
shit.
so they can wash their belongings.
Right.
They take turns sleeping.
So relationship wise, yes, it's possible because they travel together. They have to look out for each other, and they do build a relationship, and then that's where the loyalty come in. They probably more loyal, just like teens are more loyal to each other than people who are not on any type of substance or are homeless.
Yeah, than us motherfuckers. They more loyal than us motherfuckers. Say it.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay. All right. I mean,
They be
shit.
out here preggers. Like, who the fuck knock that bitch up?
Yeah, I got some people from Georgetown that's I wonder who the fuck the father of that baby. It's a couple from Georgetown. I wonder who the fuck father of that. Who's the dick in her raw? Who? Who?
I ain't
Really?
never seen a crackhead walk in the store like, can I get some condoms? I ain't never seen it. They don't be outside begging like, yo, can you buy me some condoms? Nah, they be...
Yo, could you imagine passing somebody homeless and not giving them a sandwich but giving them some condoms?
What about they with soup as hell that you gave her that shit? Like, yo, cause I got 5 baby mamas out here. We ain't got nowhere to go.
If they the homeless people in New York, they're not gonna want your sandwich. They're gonna want your money. Somebody homeless actually did that to me in front of McDonald's in the Village.
But
You know that
let's be real.
you know that famous McDonald's in the Village?
I think I know you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a basketball court like a block down or whatever. It's like the very beginning of the Village. They're homeless people there in front of that McDonald's. You give them a sandwich, they were like, I don't want this. I
Imagine
want
you
money.
wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and you at the McDonald's, homeless, the same McDonald's. You've been there from 7 a.m. to fucking damn near, let's hold on, till damn like 11 p.m. How much food you trying to fucking give me? Let's come on.
Hey, but y'all know how we talking about, you gotta know, it's hard to know who telling the truth and shit. Because you got some homeless people that appear as homeless, like, but they can't be homeless. Like, on the true story, one time, not much long ago, not too long ago, asked me for some money. I'm like, yo, I ain't got no cash on me. That motherfucker said I got Cash App.
Wait. What?
That motherfucker said he had Cash App.
It's homeless people that's rich.
They said, I'm like, how you got a cell phone to dump?
If y'all listen, the way that everything is going up, if y'all see me in front of Walmart, just leave me a little bit. Just leave me a little bit. I don't mind the kind that jiggles. I'd rather the kind that folds.
Okay, coming to America.
We'll work for food.
Oh no, that's different. That's different world. That's different world. I think
People that are
we'll
rich.
Work for food.
It's homeless people that are millionaires. They are psychologically fucked up and have over $1 million in the bank.
A lot of them be veterans too. They would rather be in the street than in a shelter because they feel controlled.
Walk around
PTSD,
smelling like straight urine, and have $97,000 sitting in their bank account.
Yep.
I know this.
And they don't want to go anywhere because then they're going to have somebody over their money and people are going to know how much money they have. And they die. That's where a lot of unclaimed money comes from. That cities be having unclaimed funds. It be money from people that died and it goes to the state now.
What's that shit called? Find my something.
Unclaimed money. Find my money or something like that.
Find my money. Yeah, that shit really do work. My mama got a check.
Really?
I told my homegirl she got her check was like $500 or something. She was soups. But when you're not on paperwork and you put in your other family members' names and they not here no more, then you gotta get this sign and this sign and this sign to find out what the unclaimed money is for. But then they tell you what it is for, and you think, is it worth to go get it or not? So
I need unclaimed money to find me.
Sometimes
I
it
don't care what it's for.
Like stuff that you get back, refunds from insurance companies and shit like that. Sometimes it just be like $27. Like, do I want to really fight for the $27? But
that's why I won't get rid of my email address. My first email address that I've ever had, I still have it, and I won't ever get rid of it because every so often I'll get an email about some lawsuit I'm part of, and I get a check for like $1.27.
Yeah. You didn't know? They be like, yo, it'll be a whole class action.
96-cent check from a job I had way back in the day. Okay, I'll keep it. I cash them too.
It's true though.
They go void after 90 days. If a company sends me a check for a nickel, I'm going to mobile deposit that bitch. You hear me?
You know how many times I thought I had like junk mail. So then my dad goes through it because he be shredding shit and he'll open it. He's like, yo, I found this check, just check. Yo, it was checks in that bitch. But now it's like that shit was sitting there for so long and shit. Do I really want to
void it? It voided out. It was a
Yeah.
nice impromptu prime.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, all this shit, yo,
It
all
always
this
works
shit,
out. It always
none of
works
it was
out,
script,
Merv.
huh?
It always works out.
Yeah, none of shit was put together.
Nope.
We
We
came on this
changed the
motherfucker just
topic
talking. This
at
was like we should call this shit
7:55.
backyard talk. Well, next time with something like that, we call shit backyard talk.
Not even the color scheme. Y'all did the whole red.
It was not even
That's-
That
planned,
wasn't
right?
playing.
It
And
was
then I
not
just came
planned.
in, I don't
With
even
the
like
red
red
lip?
lip. And here I go with the red lip.
Right.
But yeah, at 7:55 before we went live, we was like, let's change the
Yeah,
topic.
scratch that shit.
Wait, what was it? Can I know?
We
What-
wanted more people on.
Yes, it's a somewhat heavy topic. We wanted to kind of
Yeah,
get
so
some more people, but
we try to do it next Wednesday.
COVID said nah.
Oh,
So
was
we'll
that
do it.
kind of COVID? It couldn't be COVID, but you find COVID?
No. The another
guest.
person was supposed to be on, but he caught COVID. It was his suggestion for the topic.
Is he all right? Is he dying COVID or he still functioning COVID?
No, he functioning. But the topic
He
is
came on. We on the computer. Like
hey, sometimes COVID be scaring people.
what?
Or you could just be tired. Like, you might not even really be, down. You just be tired, not in the mood to be talking for 2 hours on
Well, that dude is
Beyonce's
hilarious.
internet.
So, I can only imagine what the fuck he probably would have said.
And we still got 2 hours after.
Last week, he was like, he said some shit, and then what's Shorty name? Don.
Yeah.
Don. Yeah, she was like, "What? What do you mean?" I said, "Oh." She said, "What the fuck you talking about, huh? What do you?" He like, "Not like that, not like that."
But we'll be back next week, definitely with the topic. We got to give these celebrities a break because they're exhausting. So we're gonna try and switch it up a
But
little.
Tina, the topic is, and this is not for you to comment and try to start partying right now, because I know you will.
Well, the time. When the lights go out, then it's official to come to an end. It ain't go out yet. Let me not say that and then go out. But anyway, go ahead.
I'll tell you when we end this shit.
Yeah, we'll tell you off screen. We'll tell you off screen.
Go ahead.
The topic is
You about to make some shit up.
can I forgot how I word, but can black communities thrive individually or collectively without white support?
Look.
That was a one-word answer.
What you doing,
You
Jasmine?
know what I was about to say.
Yeah, so bring your shit next Wednesday.
I got a one and done.
So, all right, hey, let's wrap this shit up. Becca, we're supposed to be on this. This shit's supposed to be short and sweet, like 9:30. We're supposed to be done by like 9:30.
2 hours is short for us.
When it's a vibe, it's a vibe. We
want to think
this was some backyard shit. I need some wine.
Right. But we appreciate everybody. Facebook is doing it's acting weird, so we wasn't able to get as many people on today because Facebook just wants to do its thing. But we do appreciate everybody that watches us. We do have our good people that come and watch us. This is not easy to do every Wednesday, 3 times a week, to try and think of something entertaining to discuss. But we will be back next Wednesday to discuss something. We're gonna switch it up a little bit, and maybe we'll get serious on y'all. Tina, what you got?
Thank you for coming out. God bless. That's all I'll be having. The fuck, I just go off the dome, y'all.
We do want to make sure that you guys follow us on Twitter. We do. It's a ticker down. I'm about to say downstairs. The Guys Podcast 2 on Twitter. The Guys Pod on Instagram. We also have Blackjack TV, and we are now on Strim.com. We have our own network. That's something that we need to announce that the Guys Pod have their own network on Strim.com, channel 6. So make sure that you guys tune in to watch us every single Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And we will try and give you diverse, funny, slightly toxic information about the world and all things concerning.
Slightly. Mark,
Right.
wake up.
I'm up. Hungry though. I'm about to
What you
grab my
got
eat
for us,
something.
Merv?
Shit, I'm hungry than motherfucker.
Yesterday you had some curly fries.
What?
So yesterday you had them curly fries. That shit was rocking. I was mad as hell.
You seen today he was eating a pear straight out the can?
Really?
He's so country, so country.
He's so country.
Just took a fork to the can and started eating. Just
Hey,
like
that's why my
ain't washed the sodium.
That's why my M1 now. That's why my M1. You see that damn that black ball head niggas goddamn eating all the goddamn time. Motherfuckers eating chicken fingers, the motherfucker eating chicken wings out the damn can, sucking his fingers.
We should do a mukbang pod one day. All of us just chewing and eating, eating something.
I'm just be like,
Right.
goddamn.
Yeah. We should have a Wednesday potluck kind of shit.
A potluck.
Yeah, like a Wednesday potluck.
Everybody talk about what they're eating.
Everybody talk about what they cook, what they brought to the virtual potluck.
We taking it way back to the beginning of COVID.
Yeah. while we eating this shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about other topics too, but that'll be the beginning.
Yeah, y'all don't even do y'all. Do y'all still do y'all shots?
We haven't done that in a while, humpback.
Huh?
We haven't done that in a while.
Nope. Take out shots.
We
What
over
you
here talking
drinking
like we
on?
backstage, y'all. Y'all better cut that shit out.
But we get flagged or something. Anyway, thank y'all so much for being here. You have anything else, Merv? Anything else, Tina?
Oh, we did the shout outs?
Yeah,
Stacks, Mark, you did all that? You did that?
No.
Oh, Mark, Stacks, Sean, Mel, Nick, Jake, Tyzon, Street Team General, his brother, 1,100 plus group members in the Guys Facebook podcast group, Strim, y'all did Strim, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Mile High radio station, and all the people work with in the background. We appreciate y'all. Bring your ass back here Monday night, 8 p.m.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.